Have some old books I'm digging through, so let's do it, baby. We got some old artwork here. We got a 1400s date here, 1450s, and that's what we're gonna be looking at. And what I'm looking at here in particular is the floor, baby, because we're talking about some serious. The floor was a holy and sacred place in the past. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. They were standing on holy ground, and the floor, was a holy and sacred place. Yes, it was, and it was thought of that way and revered that way. The ground, the floor that they stood on was beautiful. It was beautiful tile, and it was holy, sacred ground. As you can see here, we have Christ right here, and he seems to be under interrogation by, well, by going by that hat, the Pharisees. Going by this hat here, the Pharisees. So I'm guessing that this here is a priest on the far right here with the little bun here in the back. Is that a little bun? And this here likely Pontius Pilate. Okay, this here is likely Pontius Pilate, quite young in his appearance here. And these are the Pharisees here, and they're not being so friendly here as they're asking questions, eh? With their little hats, with their little black hats, the Pharisees not being so nice here asking questions. These are not the Romans. These are the Pharisees here, the ones who wanted the Romans to interrogate and to convict Christ. That is why they are here. That's why they are here, paying a visit to Pontius Pilate, because they are wishing the conviction of Christ, and that is why they are interrogating him here and doing it so brutally, with the arm and the fist raised, very brutal, and in Christ standing here on sacred ground, like a man ought to. And this is great to take note of, because look at what we're standing on. Beautiful tiles. Beautiful tiles. And that's what you'll see in the past. Here's Christ again. Notice the hands, the fingers on his buddies here, pointing up at the sky. Both fingers pointing up at the sky, not at the ground. We're not pointing at the dirt. No. That's what we do today, and we're eating fruit. Yes, we have a duck here. The duck may be for some of the buddies here, but the fruit's where it's at, baby. And you better believe we got potions on the table. And look at these. Look at the fancy bottleneck here on that urn there. And we have potions on the table because we were alchemists, we were wizards in this time period. Yes, we were. The witch was Mother Mary, was she not? Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Okay, yes, she was. And you're going to see that in a moment here. Look at the melt behind our friend here. So this is the year 1485. 1485. And look at the melt here. So we're talking the 1400s. They're depicting melt if this is to be the 1400s. It looks like we have a pyramidion roof here, which is collapsed down, the melt collapsing down. Structures melting in unto themselves. In the background here, you can see the melt. Let me drop these labels here. See here, the building has been consumed in its own rubble. And it seems we have a pyramidion roof here of another structure connected to this complex, which has sagged down and is slumping down, which is now a hillside, and is solidified in place, like you see here. This is good evidence. This is melt. I see the same in Minneapolis. Look up here at the top. We see bricks in unto the limestone, the gray limestone. Yes, we do. And we have openings and apertures right here. Openings and apertures right here, going in unto the melt right here. And this is great evidence coming to us from St. Francis in ecstasy, baby. Because he's in ecstasy. Look at his hands out. Yes, he is, baby. Yes, he is. And this is great evidence. Look at the flow behind him and the melt flow back here like ice cream, flowing, and the bricks here are still present. Bricks are still present in unto the melt. Look at these blocks here. Let me drop the labels here and let me circle that right here with another color. We're going to circle it right here, baby. Look at these blocks here. Let me drop the label. Look at the bricks here in unto the limestone, same color. And then I'm going to take your attention over here, new color, right over here. Look at this here. We got bricks in unto the limestone, okay? And you better believe that goat knows it. You better believe that this goat knows exactly what's happening here. And this may be a dodo given the time period. You thought it was an emu. That may be a dodo. Okay, because I don't think we're in Australia here, baby. Not with that goat. Okay, not with that mountain goat, baby. So let's get to business, baby. And there's a skull here too. What's the skull doing here on the podium? There's a book there. That's likely a Bible. And we have some mangled out, bent iron here. So the iron has gone through the event, through the melt here, because it's been warped from the heat coming from the bottom up. And we have a skull right here. Moving on, baby. Look at what they're standing on. This is what I want to point out. Look at what we're standing on. The ground was holy and sacred. This is the witch, Mother Mary. Holy, sacred Mother Mary, right here. She is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Always. Mother Mary. And here is Christ. Christ the Lord here. And look at what we are all standing on in this time period. Look at the tiles. Look at what they're standing on here. The king here and Mother Mary. Look at what they are standing on here, sitting on. And there's all sorts of what? You better believe it. You better believe it. Latin. Yes. And look at what they're dressed like. Look at what we're dressed like in this time period here. Okay? Look at what we're dressing like here. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Literally. Holy. These are holy characters. This is holy ground. Look at what we're walking on here, these tiles. That is what I'm getting at here. Moving on. These are holy characters. These are holy characters here. Look what's going on. We got angels in the sky. But look what we're standing on here. Look at what we're standing on here. And the lifelikeness in this scene is just, holy crap. You know, like almost photographic. It's almost eerie in a way. It's almost, you know, like what's going on here. This is almost photographic here. And look at what we're standing on in these time periods. I mean, just give me a break. That tile work. And it's made of the finest and hardest of glass-like geopolymer man-made stones you've ever seen in your life. Baby, you better believe it. Notice that we have no food. We're not having a feast, baby. We got potions on the table. Potions. We're doing alchemy. We're wizards. We are witches. This is what they are doing in these holy time periods. Completely different things. We're not stuffing we're not sitting at the table stuffing our faces with food and apple pie. Okay? No, we're not stuffing our face with pumpkin pie. Okay? We're doing some alchemy here. The witch was Mother Mary. Did Bing Crosby not tell us this back in the 1940s, eh? Okay? The witch was Mother Mary. Look at the architecture here. And you're telling me that these designs, ancient gateways, okay, with the eagle up here, these aren't flagpoles. Give me a break. Look at the computer technology here. You thought it was a computer chip, right? You thought it was a computer chip right at first glance. Give me a break. Give me a break. Okay, this is a 1500s cathedral building in Rome. Okay, look at this tech. Okay. Yeah, goose pimples, eh? Goose pimples, eh? Give me a break, this computer chip. Give me a break, this computer chip here, this macro chip. Okay, give me a fucking break. You know, we've had enough. We know what these are. We know what these are right here. This is a computer chip right here. That is the layout of a cathedral building, baby, in Rome. This is 1500s architecture and infrastructure here. And guess what? These folks drive wagons. These folks drive wagons. They build buildings like this, okay, with all these fancy stairways, but they drive wagons. They decide to drive wagons. They decided to build the most incredible dreamscapes you could ever imagine, but they decided to drive wagons. Hey, you buy that? Yeah, with these fountains. Give me a break. Fountains everywhere. These plumbing relief valves for these macro technological systems. Give me a break. Look at the fountains here. What they looked like when they were in their glory. Look at them spewing here. Holy smokes. Okay? Holy smokes. Literally, holy smokes is what we're looking at. Holy waters. This is the birth of Venus coming out of a shell. She's pretty, but don't let that be deceiving. That's how they get you. But she's pretty, but so is the dress, the stark, beautiful dress with the flowers. Give me a break. Oh my God, look at her. Look at her. Gee, oh my God. They're always so beautiful too. And they do that on purpose, They do it on purpose. They'll reel you right in. And I put this in here because I've never seen such a happy. Have you ever seen such a happy horse in your life? Have you ever seen such a happy horse in your life? Everybody's happy here. Everybody's pleased, The lamb is pleased. Everybody's having a good time. They're all pleased. I just love this shot. Everybody's just enjoying themselves. He's solving a mystery here, and it's just a lovely scene. It's just lovely. We're dancing up here. We're dancing with the horses. It looks almost photographic right here. Very spooky. Looks almost photographic in some aspects of this artwork, and I've never seen such a happy horse and a happy cow in my life. So I thought that was cute. And look at here. The ground is a holy and sacred. Look at where we're standing on here. Look at where Christ is. The which was Mother Mary. Look how gorgeous. Look how gorgeous. For Christ's sake. Literally. And here's Christ, and he is on holy and sacred ground. And you better believe it's tile down there. You better believe it's tile down there. Beautiful tile, too. Symbolizing that the floor of the ground is holy and sacred. Absolutely it is. And it was. And look what we stand on today. Look at what we stand on today. Okay, what do you stand on today? My carpet in here in the house, it's ugly. Okay, I had beautiful hardwood floors underneath this carpet here. And it's just a shame what we're doing. Why am I doing this? Okay, well, partially because I have a cat here and she'll be slipping and sliding everywhere. But, it's just like, look at what they did in the past and look at what we're doing today. Yes, this is a before and after. This is a before and after. I don't care what it is. That's what it looks like to me. I don't care what it is. This is the before, and this is the after. This is how it looks, baby. Now you got the creation of mountains. Here you have no mountains. You have cities, beautiful, glorious cities built up and up, rising up. And kaboom. It looks like a photograph, for fuck's sake. It is. For fuck's sake, this has got to be a photograph in some aspects. For fuck's sake, and here's the after. Here's the after the melt. Before the melt, after the melt. Why don't we take another look, see here at just that. Before the melt, it's artwork, but I mean, some of it looks photographic. I mean, it's just like, I think some of this is photograph behind, and then they put artwork over it. It's just too real. Oh, and the shadow work in here is just too real. I think this is real photograph, like real. I don't know, 1300s photographs? I don't know. What the hell? They say 1300s here. And this is what the city looked like in the 1300s, built up like this. And then here's after the melt. Kaboom, baby. Kaboom, baby. Now you got mountains. Now you got hills, baby. Okay, so again, before. Okay, beautiful cities. And after. Country landscape, baby. That's where we live. That's where we live. This is what it was. This is where we live today. Moving on, moving on, moving on. And we got our characters here. We got some creepy scenes going on here. You got, I guess this is supposed to be Michael here in the armor and such with the sword, but then you got some demons back here poking at everybody. So are these folks here naughty? Are they in trouble? I would guess so. They seem like they're in turmoil, and they are in regret of what they have done, and that they are clawing and picking at each other as well. But then they got these dark demon characters with their little picks here and their forks picking at everybody, their long tails here and their wings, and they're picking at everybody here, poking. They got skinny, creepy legs too. And they're coming with Michael and Christ the Lord up here. And you think he's pointing down at the ground like Lucifer. No, he's not. His fingers are still pointed and angled slightly upwards. And this one is upwards. So Christ's hands are always depicted pointing upwards. They're supposed to be. They're always pointing upwards. He's not pointing at the dirt. If it's any type of real symbology, real artwork, it's going to be like this. His hands are going to be pointing upward. Christ the Lord, his hands are going to be upward. Both hands are. You would think it's signifying, Lucifer here. He's got the one hand up and the down. No, he doesn't. Okay, no, he doesn't. I know what way is up and what way is down. He's not pointing down, baby. Give me a break. You think I'm stupid? No. No, we're not stupid. That's why we're looking into this stuff. We got a whole community full of folks ready to give you the business, baby. And that's what they're doing. I love this community. We are so on fire right now. It's unreal. Just unwrap, like we have like you pulled that first fray, that first little thread, and the unraveling began, and now it's just dominoing. The unraveling, it's just whoosh, down they go. The whole thing is unraveling, and we love it. Look at the Phoenicians here, and look what they're wearing. For fuck's sake, and they're always holding towers, castle towers. Like we saw that creature at the art museum was holding a castle tower. And they have curly blonde hair. These are cherubims. Cherubims, baby. And we got a fellow here having a punishment, apparently. Having a punishment. And look what they're standing on, though. These herringbone brick designs and all that, Well, not herringbone, but, you got bricks. And we got coneheads. Conehead here. That's a conehead. And I like to look at what's on the shelf in these old time periods. I like to see what's on the shelf. What's what's in the window. What's on the kitchen table. What's on the kitchen counter. What are they eating? What are they drinking? And stuff like that. I like to look at that stuff. I like to look at it. Just look at it, because I can, and I know what I'm looking at a lot of the time. Again, and sometimes I don't. Often I don't. And here we go again. The ground, the floor, is a holy and sacred place. The witch was Mother Mary. That's right. Here she is. She's gorgeous. Always gorgeous. And look at her hands here making a heart. Just a lovely, lovely being here. And she's wearing dark blue. And the witch was Mother Mary, and Christ here on the floor. And this would, to me, it would represent the floor being holy, sacred ground. Yes, it would. And it was in the past. Today, it is shameful. Is this a lion? Or is this a liger? Or is this a tigon? These are not normal lion markings here on the head, on the forehead. These are not normal lion markings. He's looking right at you, too. He's looking right at you. Me. And did you notice the fancy hinges here? In the year 1432, eh? 1432. And that's what we're talking about with the hinges here. It's a bit fancy. 1432. And that's how we're working the metal. And we are alchemists and we are wizards in this time period. Look what's on the table. Let's check out what's on the table. Look at this little podium thing he has here, how fancy and ornate this is. And the woodwork. And look what's on the table. We got a huge hourglass here. And just alchemist components, baby. And alchemist components, baby. That's what we got here. And that's what I like to look at in the woodwork. And the woodwork in the background. Holy smokes. And all the books. And all the books. Books of power. And look what we're standing on. The tile. Only the best of the hardest stone and tiles you've ever seen in your life. And that's what we're standing on. Even during wars and such, they're standing on tiles, fighting wars. Give me a break. Look at these knights here as well. Much has to be looked into when it comes to the knights and what knights were. And again, some cabbage patchage here. I don't know. Got some children here not looking too happy, not looking too happy, not looking too happy, looking a bit confused and lost over here, and a bit upset. And they are in a, I don't know, this is a cabbage patch here. I see a few sunflowers here. Wheat. My guess is that this is a cabbage patch here. And we have some cabbage patch children here. Bit spooky, eh? Just out of nowhere in the book. And all of these had inlaid eyes here. They want you to think they look like this and all spooky and all that. No, they had inlaid eyes like this that they took out, that they removed and stole and took out and looted and pillaged. But they were very lifelike, spooky, rather. And they've been removed, that's all. Put the eyes in there and this bad boy is looking very, very real. Very real. Like this guy here. That's what they look like. That's what they look like. Okay? And these knights, he's fighting underwater here. Fighting underwater here. That's why I say much to look into with these knights. What were they? What's the technology that they always got going on here? This is technology, not a sword. This is technology, not a sword. This is technology here, not a shield. What's going on here? And what's this creature here? It's like a tapir and a jellyfish. You know what a tapir is? It's like a tapir and a jellyfish. And it's gross. And again, this seems to be almost something that was workable. This seems like almost like a design that was functioning to me. It's too precise here. And why are they even drawing something like this out with such detail on that hand, that webbed hand there? And they're showing us some sort of a creature or something. I don't know. Soldier. And it's old. It's old stuff, baby. Old stuff. Old stuff. I don't know the year. But again, this doesn't look very nice here. Either that or this guy is just not even phased by it. He's just standing there. He's just standing there. Like it ain't nothing, baby. What are you doing up there? Pull me back up, bro. Like it ain't nothing. But we got all sorts of No, I guess that's a sea lion there. No, what are these though? These are big sea pigs. What are these? What are these big sea pigs? See, there are strange creatures in here. There's always strange creatures in here. What is this? This build fish and all this strange stuff going on. These are not normal creatures. These are not normal creatures. And there's more knights down here fighting, walking around in the water. Give me a break. They're walking around underneath the water. What are these creatures here? These aren't normal people. They're walking around in the water with the fish, holding the fish. Okay. Yeah. So creepy stuff going on in these early time periods. I just want to point out, look at the eyes here, the creepy eyes, but look how real they look. How realistic they look when they're still there before they remove them and take them out and pillage them and sell them. Because it's probably diamond. Who knows what they're made of. But look at that. You want to know what they look like? Excuse me. Here you go. You don't get any better than that. Look at the colors here first. Look at the colors. That's the ceiling. That's the ceiling. These colors. Oh my god. And it's probably as hard as porcelain when you touch that paint. And look at the walls. I mean, it could make one cry, right? Yes. Yes, it could. Look at the artwork incorporated into this wall. It's incorporated. It's a part of the wall. The artwork is a part of it. It's incorporated into it. And it's all cherubims. All the artwork is all cherubims and all the artwork. And look at the tech in the fake fireplace here. It's not a fireplace. That's a radium heater, likely. And They're all cherubims and angels and such. That's who they were. That's who those people were. With the togas, with the garments, the flowing garments. Yes, they were. Look what they're standing on. Look at the rugs, the tiles, the herringbone wood floors. The Give me a break. And I just had to look how gorgeous. Look at how gorgeous. Are you kidding me? This dress. For fuck's sake, even her shoes. Oh my god. She's pretty. She's pretty, you know? She's pretty. And look at the flooring here. Look at the flooring here. And all the technology. This is technology. What are these things? What is that right there? What is that right there? Why'd they put that there? This big heavy thing here. Made of stone and iron and such. Why'd they put that big heavy thing there? There's already one right here. There's already two right here. What are these big things here? This technology. Okay? And look at the floor. Was a holy and sacred place. The floor was a holy and sacred place. Even the ground was groomed, and they had the grass mowed and everything back then in the 1700s. They're mowing and cutting the grass with lawnmowers. Okay, they're cutting the grass with lawnmowers. Okay? And just look at the tile and the wood and the tile here. Just gorgeous. The way that it shines like glass. If you can see here, it kind of shines like glass over here. And it looks old. Even in this old time period, this looks old. The floor looks old and weathered and walked on, you know? So who are they kidding? Not me, not us. Okay. And look at the floor again. Look at the floor, the tiles. It was a holy and sacred place. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And the floor plan for this building here. Look at this and all these crazy rooms and buildings. That's the inside of this building, some of this building. And look at this layout here. Look at the layout here. And that's not no pencil blueprint there, baby. That's not no pencil blueprint. I don't care if it's a remake of it. They likely copied over the same thing. So this guy's a giant. Look at the dogs. These are big dogs. Big dogs. Okay, big dogs. Hounds. Okay, hunting dogs. And look at the size of this man here. That's a giant. 1700s attire. That is a giant. Again, 1700s attire. These look like giants. These look like giants. Look at these beautiful bookcases back here. This library. This one curves. This one curves here. It swoops around and curves like this. See? Give me a break. These look like giants. And their beautiful clothing. These advanced people. And their advanced clothes. Give me a break. They were cutting the grass with lawnmowers, okay? That's why we got this look on our face. That's why we got this look on our face. Okay? They think they're fooling us. This telescope. Give me a break. Give me a break at the telescope. I love you all. Noble houses. The noble houses. You got the wagons. We got the carriages. Oh, the carriages are... Now, these are high technology as well. And look at this. Look at the design on that one. That's a sport coupe right there. For fuck's sake. That's a nice one. You think these are Raggedy Ann doll chickadee? No, they're not. These are high technology. They had suspension and everything in these bad boys, and they were the smoothest ride. That's why the Queen drives in one of these, baby. That's why the fucking Queen drives in one of these, baby. Okay? The nobles. And look at the floor here. We got the witch, Mother Mary, the blessed Mother Mary, and Christ the King here. And notice the floor. This is the chancellor here. Notice how lifelike this painting appears to be. How photographic it looks. How some aspects just seem to be so real, like the columns. Almost like a photograph, like the background here. But this is a 1400s painting here. Mother Mary. She's wearing red. Why is she wearing red? I don't know. Is this Mary? She is beautiful, but I don't know. I would say yes, because we have Christ here, the King. But it's these mysteries that keep us going, eh? These mysteries, like the red here, that keep us going. What's this all about here? Anywho, I love you all. Have a blessed morning, evening, afternoon, day, night, and I'll be back soon. Take care.